In the west of Hungary is Fertoed-Eszterhaza castle. This Rococo castle was the ancestral seat of the Eszterhaza family, which for around 300 years was one of the richest and most powerful families in Hungary. A magnificent building, the castle is often referred to as Hungary's Versailles. From a flight of steps outside the main building, there's a view of the courtyard, which is flanked on each side by semicircular annexes. A fountain adorns the center of the courtyard, and the staircase is decorated with artistic stone statues. The family coat of arms and various classical figures on the roof gallery indicate the taste of Prince Miklós, the splendor-loving prince. He wished to have a monumental castle of traditional French design, thus extending what was the original hunting castle on this site. The prince's favorite saying was, "Whatever the emperor can do, so can I." A decorative staircase leads to the first floor. The great music hall and prunk hall are situated at the very heart of the castle. Here concerts were performed in the light of hundreds of candles, and many a glittering festivity also took place here. In the adjoining former sovereign's wing, an exhibition features the time of Maria Theresa, Queen of Hungary, along with that of the prince. From above, the prince could attend Holy Mass in the chapel through an open window in a small prayer room. Therefore, neither those in front of the altar or on the ground floor nor the priest knew whether the prince was present or not. From below, they could only see illusionary paintings. Based on the ostentatious lifestyle of Prince Miklós Eszterhaza, the palace was designed by Tyrolean architect Melchior Hefler. The prince was the 10th child of Peter of the Salomon dynasty, and no one could then have known what power he would gain through both loyalty to the emperor and marriage. His love of music amounted to much more than just patronage. The rear section of Prunk Hall, connected by glass doors and windows, is even more ornate, with delicate paintings shining out from various mirrors. Held by footmen, the reflection of many candles would have created a truly fairy tale atmosphere. The ornate gold frames on the walls were crowned by a ceiling fresco which depicts Apollon on a sun chariot. Each detail reflects the ambition of the prince, the most influential Hungarian royal personage of that time. He was faithful to the Viennese court, a fact known to Maria Theresa, who honoured Prince Miklós by visiting him here. The palace's vast chambers were used daily. Precious furniture and rare decorative objects have been well preserved and are on show to the public. Everything is so inviting, so alive. Culture in abundance, with furnishings, art and music. The Sala Terrena was designed as a summer hall and dining room, bathed in bright colours. Antique vases adorn the niches, with mirrored effects displaying endless corridors. The ceilings contain splendid summer motifs with small playful angels and garlands of flowers. Music was in the blood of the Eszterházys. And business created their wealth. In those days, chinoiserie was highly fashionable, as is evident by the castle's many rooms and their furnishings. This prince's bedchamber is one of 126 rooms. The superb Chinese lacquered cabinet is 200 years old and one of the most important in Europe. This musical residence also had its own composer and conductor, who worked here for 24 years, Joseph Haydn. Two operas were performed each week in a private theatre, and daily chamber music concerts were held in the castle or its gardens. Maria Theresa used to say, "To see a good opera, you must go to Eszterhaza." Haydn stayed loyal until the prince's death, after which the composer became internationally famous.